Hello, and welcome to today's special version of the DIMS weekly thing. So basically, today I wanted to show some of our projects again, as I tried to do in the last video, which didn't really work all that well because of the audio problems. And I also wanted to show the Windows test build for Windows 10. Windows 10 is slated to release on July 29th and is free for anyone currently running Windows 7 or Windows 8. There's also a rumor going around that anyone running on genuine Windows will also be allowed to upgrade for free because Microsoft wants to encourage people to move to a how should I say, more viable licensing scheme, I guess, would be a good way of saying that. So there isn't as much pirating going on. It's always still going to be a thing, but it's, I guess that's the way to try and curb that. Now again, it is just a rumor, but it's from a rather reputable news source that I saw the rumor come from, so I would imagine that it's true, but I have no idea when Microsoft's actually planning to do that, because I don't think it's on day one release. They're probably going to do it later, but anyway, let's get on with this. So first, there was a lot of updates done to the Heaven Arrow site, and there are some bugs with it with relation to log in, log out, and register. You can still generate an account. It's just what happens. See this redirect thing? Because I'm already logged into an account, it just popped me back through and dropped me in the same page. But that stops happening as soon as you go to another page. And it doesn't really happen anywhere else other than these pages. So that should be fine with regards to actually being usable. It's just a minor error. And it's something that we're working on resolving down the road here once we figure out what exactly is causing it. And then we have a live chat for that now as well. And so let's... Now this site is incredibly old, and as a result, Rick is working on getting a new version of it up and going, but these things take time. Building a new website from scratch is not exactly as easy as it sounds. There's hundreds of companies out there that are like, oh, buy our free template. It's like, okay, well, that's a free template, and you're giving that to 500 of the people. We want our own template. We want to build our own, bro. Because after all, that would look really bad, us buying a free template from another host just to make our site look nice. Ooh, yeah. Would make as much sense as a dairy farm making milk, going over to another dairy farm and saying, hey, we really don't like our milk. Can we buy yours? Not exactly the best idea. And pimp anime is still a thing, as I explained on the last video, in which no one could hear me. We have no uploaders, and that's kind of the reason for the stall here. And Hawk has been focusing on helping us with other things, so he hasn't had a whole lot of time to, look for uploaders. Plus, that's not really why he's here. Our agreement with him is he just kind of helps run the site, and we handle the uploaders and so forth. So yeah, we're looking for someone to lead the uploader team. If you're interested, get in touch with me. Beyond that, I'm not really going to get involved. Once I find you and make you God status, I'm just going to go about my merry way. The only reason this exists is because I wanted it to, I wanted to be able to interact with all the people here, because the people from this community are pretty chill. And so, whether or not we have enemy or not, I just kind of want to be able to interact with people. But the focus here is getting that up and going. So if you're interested in leading the upload team, let me know, and I will get in contact with you. Now, BLS, we're still hosting the Mono Team Speak, and we're going to continue doing that indefinitely. They are currently playing, last I heard, Elder Scrolls Online. So, yeah. Madness MC is back. It's been back since May 1st, but the developer for it kind of disappeared for a period of time since he had some family issues. He's back now, and he's been working on it. It's still not as active as I would like, but all things come with time. The WordPress that I used to run that was kind of for when the company didn't exist is basically just a landing page. A landing page and links to my role plays and some poems and stuff I wrote blah 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 ago. So that's just there because we hosted, and yeah. I already covered Heaven RO. The Bright Shadow, I said a little bit about it in the last video. Basically, we're kind of not officially, but kind of an unofficial publisher for these guys. It's a private group of people that are trying to basically bring Bright Shadow back, and they are in the process of getting to beta. So they need people to help test. So if you're interested in playing it, or you just want to try and help out a development team better their game, definitely go and get in touch with these guys. And they also have a forum, which is managed by us, so if you even just want to chat about things, this is here for. No one really ever uses it, but it's it's very, very inactive, very dead. Hopefully, people will use it in the future, but yeah. Now, we're looking to expand out in a couple other services, and I've been talking with Rick about this, but basically the whole media brand of Delta really hasn't done a whole lot because we didn't really have anything to provide. So Rick's working on getting that sorted, and we will be in touch with you probably in another one of these videos once we actually have a finite idea of what we're going to do with that. We have kind of something on the drawing board, but it's not done yet. And yes, I'm going to go find a new theme for this at some point. I've always used the default theme, and I'm pretty sure people don't like that. So, but yeah. As for these videos, they kind of get short when I run out of things to update people on, or I just don't do them. So if you have comments, or there's something you want me to do in these, do let me know. We can go about that. So, now that that's done, yeah, let's see Windows 10. So, right off the bat, you can tell they kind of kept the interface from Windows 7 because people liked it better than Windows 8, but they integrated this. So you see how you have the kind of the Windows 8 start screen in a way, but what you can do with it is you can decrease its size, you can pull it out, pull it up. I mean, the pulling over should work, but whatever. But there's been quite a few upgrades to this. There's also this down here that kind of connects with the personal assistant thing that they're doing now called Cortana, and it's actually fairly stable for being a test build. There are some problems I have with it, like no drivers, and the fact that the resolution on my screen doesn't actually match the size of my monitor, but you know, these things will all be addressed as this releases, and so I can't really expect, you know, it to be 100% when it's still in beta. And then, yeah, but everything so far on all of our servers works with this. So I'm going to give you an example of that by opening Steam. So, yeah, you can already see Steam works in Windows 10. Everything's surprisingly stable. I think they might have used the Windows 7 backend and just rebuilt everything, because it seems so much surprisingly more like Windows 7 than Windows 8. And it actually functions properly. So let's run unturned. And so see, it's running, it works, and you know, the main thing is that I was trying to do is make sure that everything that we have runs. Surprisingly, the Heaven RO runs just fine as well, even though RO is like a 15-year-old game. You would think there would, after this many versions of Windows, be some kind of loss of the loss of stability because of the change in operating systems, but surprisingly it works. Why am I in a hole? Oh well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess some dirtbags raided things again. Oh well. This I hate, but yeah. I don't really play Unturned much anymore. I just keep the server running for people because they like the game. Okay, and now I'm going to show you that the Heaven RO server actually works. Yes, yes, Windows. I know, you want to complain. It's annoying that it re-enabled UAC, but I don't, whatever. You know, you get what you pay for in the fact that it's a test build. No, people don't. No, I'm not going to even enter that. Yeah, putting that in a video would kind of defeat the purpose of the whole password. So, but anyway, so that's everything. Like I said, if you have any comments, feedback, so forth, let me know. If you want to see more Windows 10 videos, I can do that too. I just kind of scratched the surface of some of the very basic parts of this. Like there's a new settings app and a number of other things. So it's like they took the parts that people liked of Windows 8, threw them into Windows 7, and gave it a new theme. That's kind of how I feel about this. But then the thing is, they're also trying to streamline it across every device. So I don't really know how they're going to accomplish that, but we shall see. Only time will tell. Anyway, enjoy, and thank you for watching.